So yesterday when I was with you guys, we did I did the same basic thing as yesterday, except for this time I added a little bit. Did I add milk with you guys? I added milk to this one, and I added about 2 tablespoons of butter. That's it. I just kind of wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it, but I just wanted to, and that's why I'm literally don't even know if I want you guys to try this because I don't even know how it's gonna turn out. But I'm here to show you. I split it in half. See, I use this, split it in half, and I have this. I want it to go in here. Okay. So I pretty much, I basically it was like this. And I got it, this right here, I got it, took the air out of it, and I pretty much go like this. And I just roll it up. Then when it gets there, I pinch it to make it that. Okay. Anybody new coming in? Step back or rewind it a minute if you need to see that. But I just wanted to show you, like yesterday I made dinner rolls. This one I'm just making a loaf. I put just butter, do whatever you want to do, put oil if you want. And then kind of like slap off, I do anyway. Slap off the extra. I might even fold it in half. You could even put cinnamon and sugar if you want to make a cinnamon roll, cinnamon loaf. I might even hold on with y'all. I gotta move some of this flour out of my way. I'm gonna do like at Domino's how they have those like cinnamon knots. That's what I'm gonna do with this. So I set this aside for me because I don't want cinnamon rolls because I eat the heck out of them. So I'm gonna use that for me, but I want to make a loaf of bread. I think I'm just gonna let's see. Let me think. I'm gonna press it down. I gotta open up basically because it's gotta fit this. You know what I mean? And it's a little long. So I think I'm just gonna do this with it and pinch it. Do not I do not advise this for people. I kind of just do what I want when I'm working with my bread. I don't have any set rules. If I like, sometimes Joe will put cinnamon and sugar in it, and then we'll make like a cinnamon loaf. And then I kind of fold this over and I pinch it. The important thing is you got to close it, like pinch it and close it, so that way it's gonna like. And I'm gonna put it for one more rise before it goes in the oven. Okay, kind of closed it. Yeah, I made it a shorter, fat one. Okay, and I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm going to let it rise again. Okay, I have my little doily. Okay, let me scoot you just a tiny bit. I had plans to do something else with it, and then I was holding it, and I was kind of going like this, and it was like getting longer and longer. And I mean, I could have gotten a bigger loaf, but I could have put it on a cookie sheet and made it into a French loaf or something like that, or put it in my round Dutch oven and baked it as a ball. But I wanted a loaf this time. So then I'm going to put this. Remember, my oven's on like 300, 350. And then I'm going to turn this on low. And that's just to circulate that. Okay. I'm going to let it rise. This is what I actually did it. I did it with my hands. I didn't want to, I don't know how do I say this. I didn't really want to know if I wanted to go live or not. And then I made it because I felt like eating something sweet. So then I put it there and it started rising and me and Joe were hanging out and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta go finish my dough. And then I was like, oh shoot. I mean, we gave you guys the rest. I gave you the recipe the other yesterday how to do it. It's just yeast, brown sugar, hot water. It rose. I put it with flour. I put some milk in it, like a half a cup or a cup of milk, and then I just knead it. Yes, I have my little dough hook. I just choose to not use it. I want to use my hands. I told my husband when he retired, we both got a retirement gift. He bought his truck, and I bought my KitchenAid. See, I have this. I don't want to use it. I like this. But I've made tortillas my whole life, you guys. For me, it's like natural to be like this. Oh, we need water. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this in the freezer. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, water. Water. Oh, I almost poured it in the bowl. See? That's how sporadic my brain is. I almost poured the water in my bowl. And let me get rid of this. And then I just put oil in the bottom or butter. I use either one. If you have rules, do it. I just put butter or oil. I put my ball. But you guys, we're doing something different with this. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but let's. I'm gonna just push it out. If you guys have been to, if you have been to, hey, Betty Damn, if you have been to Domino's, they have these things called knots or something like that. Like, what are they called, Jay? Like, yeah, knots. And then they have like ones with garlic butter. I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I'm. I'm gonna make. It's the dough that I showed you guys yesterday to make dinner rolls, and then I'm just gonna tie it in a knot. I guess. I guess I need to make it bigger. How about that? Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of this off. It's kind of like yesterday. You remember how yesterday it was like you kind of like tuck it under? I mean, the dough's pretty all right, so we're gonna do a little knot. If anybody knows what Domino's has, I'm making cinnamon knots. Why? Because I don't want to make cinnamon rolls again. Because I make them and I'm the only one that eats them. And Joe does it. It's like Joe's sneaky way of not helping me eat the calories. Let me get a parchment paper. Hi guys, welcome in. I just wanted to show you the same dough that I made a dinner roll with. I took them over to my son's and he was like, "Man, you know what would be good is if you were just put garlic cinnamon butter on these." I mean, that was what at the we ate most of them at my son's. Then he's like, "Man, that'd be good to put cinnamon butter on these." And I said, "Yeah, it would be." Then I got home and I was like, "Hey, do I want to make some dinner rolls with cinnamon butter on them or make cinnamon knots?" If you know, they're what they do is in the at what's that place called? So because I'm this one's too short, I need to add more to it. I'm just gonna get this and kind of press it in. You gotta like combine them. They have to become one in order for it to stay together when you're baking it. You know what I mean? Or where you put it together at, it will not stay together. It will it'll break off or come apart. So you have to combine them. You guys see, I'm gonna aim you guys down a little bit. Come in, guys. I'm gonna turn off my Bluetooth in a minute and take off my earbuds because I don't know if you guys can hear me and I'm getting anxiety. My brain is still thinking that. I have my fire at 325 right now in my oven. I'm sorry, not my fire. And I'm just gonna grab it, tie it in a knot, hence the word bread knots or something. They're called something like that. Bread knots or donuts? No, not donuts. You guys, I'm so stupid. Donuts. Okay, so this is the same thing that I put in here. See, it's gonna go into a loaf. Same thing that I used yesterday. I mean, when I say that I kind of just start making it, And then I'm like, oh, do I want to make cinnamon rolls or do I, my cinnamon rolls? I have to add more, like I add an egg and I do other stuff because it needs to be a little bit stronger and I put more butter in it because I want it to have a good flavor. So that way, when if it doesn't have the icing or the cinnamon, you still want the bread to be good. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. Me, I'm sure other people have like it's a certain recipe. I literally wing it. I started doing this because I kept watching channels on my feed. I mean, I go to cooking channels a lot. Believe it or not, I don't just stay in the krama community. I go to a lot of cooking and baking and stuff like that. And I was like, man, how hard can that be? And I was like, oh my gosh, just try it. How hard is it? I mean, I was brought up, never made dinner rolls. Never, ever, never made home style bread. And then I saw a lady that I thought was really funny. She made it sound very simple. And I said, you know what? I think I can do that. And I literally ordered the yeast. It came in and I was like it was freeze dried or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, I think I can do this. I have just a tiny bit of the yeast left. And then I started like adventuring, like, okay, let me try to do sourdough. And then I did that with you guys. I said, guys, we're learning sourdough. And I really liked it. I bake like cakes and coffee cakes and blueberry muffins and stuff like that. But I found that knowing how to make a loaf of bread and the simplicity of like baguettes and all that, oh my gosh, it opens up a whole different door. Like me and Joe could just be sitting there and I'm like, man, I feel like a cinnamon roll. I can just come in here and in an hour, I'll have fresh cinnamon rolls coming out of the oven. I usually take about 15 minutes to get the dough together. It rises, goes for the second rise once it's in its circles. I mean, it's so quickly that I'm like, I never knew it was that easy. Truly, never knew it was that easy. So I'm just kind of making them into knots like this, you guys. Is there another way? Yeah, you probably could do it a whole different way. I could roll this out and finish this in cinnamon rolled if I really wanted to. I just don't. Well, if I was, hold please. If I was going to do the cinnamon roll thing, I would do this. I'd roll this out and it would literally make. I just want you guys to not be afraid to try it. That's my biggest regret is I was afraid to try it. Okay, I'm literally gonna make the smallest batch of cinnamon rolls for you guys. Mm. Let's see. This is how I do it. Everybody does it their own way. This is how I get my softened butter. Some days, if I try to defrost it and it gets runny, then I just use melted butter. But put butter in there. I don't think I need too much more than that. All right. I'm going to put, this is how I do it. I don't put a lot of cinnamon because I'm not a big cinnamon fan. I know, but I like cinnamon rolls. I don't know why. It all makes sense in my head. That's why Joe always goes, you do too like cinnamon. You just say you don't. I said, bro, I don't like cinnamon. I know we should have these alphabetized, but we don't. Cumin. Oh, I've mistaken that for cinnamon before. Mm, oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me bonkers. Ground cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna take this off really quick. Hold on, guys. Off the Bluetooth so that way I know you guys can at least hear me. That's it. Okay, guys, we'll put these away. Mm, you know where my I make smallest batch cinnamon rolls. Hey, where? Over here. Oh, we got you have some? Oh, it's my soda. Yeah, it's my soda's getting delivered. Stay. Stay. Thank you. Nope, 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 nope. I have to stay on that. No, you're barely wobbling. Get inside. She's like wobbling to the door. Okay, guys, I had to take my Bluetooth off and put my earbuds away. Nope, I heard somebody coming up the stairs. So I'm literally showing, imagine this is all of the dough instead of just a portion of it, okay? I just wanted to show you I can do this with 3 different things with the same thing. That's why I kind of started and decide, what do I want to do with it? Do I want to make it? Do I want to do bread? Do I want to do... Some people would make this super dark brown because they use dark brown sugar or they put a lot of cinnamon. I don't. I'm not a fan. Thank you, Sugar Bear. I'm not a fan of cinnamon. Okay, so I spread the way. You know what? When you come out, could you do me a salad? Oh, you're sitting back down? Your little cast iron. I think I'm gonna make this because there's only gonna be about 2 or 3 here.
You need a cast iron?
Your small one that I gave you your riblets in.
Oh, the small one.
Yeah.
You need the medium size one?
I can make. I'll make it do if you want me.
Sure. I'll have to wash it.
The small one I prefer.
Wash.
Baby, stop making me feel bad.
Yeah.
You're just stop. So if this was this whole sheet, see how it's already growing back there, guys? Can you guys see it? It's already growing back there. See it? It's already touching the paper. Those are already rising too. This Bailey and Nova, stop, guys. I'm sorry to yell in your guys' ear. So imagine this is all the dough. I would be spreading my butter on all of it. But I couldn't decide what I wanted, and when I can't decide, I do it all. That's me, you guys. Stick around. And then I lightly sprinkle because I do feel guilty that it's so light that I'm like, okay, fine, I'll put a little bit more. It always happens like this, you guys. I have this guilt that they're not as dark, or what if they don't taste as cinnamony as they should? And thank you, Sugar Bear.
You're very welcome.
You're the best. Look at that. I'm making cinnamon knots, cinnamon rolls, and a loaf of bread.
Damn.
Bruh. Okay, so this doesn't have anything in it. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna put a little bit of. I'll put a little bit of butter in here. I can put oil. I can put butter. I've made. I started out with cinnamon rolls and then ended up with honey. What are those called when I put the cinnamon on sticky buns? It kind of goes like that. When I start, I change my mind halfway through, or I didn't make sure I had enough, like powdered sugar to make the. I didn't make sure I had enough powdered sugar to make the icing, so then I'm stuck now making the sticky buns. So sticky buns are just the brown sugar and pecans on it. You know? I felt like I had a. What are you looking for, baby? Oh no, your apple pen? Look on the floor. Did it drop when you sat down? Oh, babies. Don't make me feel bad. Oh, baby. What is it?
You ran the water and I just dumped it everywhere.
Nothing there? Maybe in the bathroom because you went there to get something?
Did I?
I'm just going to put butter in here, you guys. I can put butter, oil, or do nothing at all. Again, if you came tomorrow, I might not even do it. You know what I mean? It's just what I'm feeling today. I have some of the cinnamon sugar butter in leftover, so I'm gonna put that in here. Not a lot. I don't want it to really get too coated. You know what I mean? If I put, it's got sugar in it, and it'll start burning if I put too much. And I probably should have just, you know what? That makes me nervous. No, babe? Scratch that from the list, guys. I don't suggest putting on cinnamon sugar like that. Because when I do my sticky buns, I use caramel. And I don't feel safe about it. I've never done it. Some people may do it all the time, but I haven't. I'm going to keep it like this. Unless I make caramel. That's how I usually do caramel. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Jay, you need me to help you? I can either go like this. Let me show you. I can either cut them and then roll them into smalls, or I can go longwise and then there'll be this, 2 of them. Does that make sense? So if I go like this, I'll roll it that way. If I do it this way, they're going to be literally little baby ones. What do I want to do, y'all? Nothing? Come on, babe.
I was just holding on to it.
Where did you put your iPad down?
Right there on the, but I just wasn't when I looked for your small pair, just rolled underneath here.
Lies. Oh my gosh, it almost went in the sink. You guys, we just were looking at Apple Pens, and the only thing that's compatible with his iPad is the first generation. I felt kind of bad for him. Okay, imagine these are long. I would start cutting up here, and I'd go down. Okay? I'm just doing these in the small version because I wanted to just show them. And then when it gets here, see where it's at? I pinch it. Imagine these in the bigger version, guys. These are just minis because this is what I have. So then I'm going to do another one. I'm going to stick them in here. These are Cinnamonis. And then I pinch it like that. Okay? I'm just going to do icing on them. I'm not going to do... I usually make a cream cheese frosting for me and Joe when I do the big cinnamon rolls, but I'm not doing that because I want to use icing for that. So if I'm going to use just icing for my bread knots or my cinnamon knots, that's what I'm doing right now. Usually what you would do is put the smallest ones, if any of your cinnamon rolls are off-centered, put your smallest ones in the middle and your bigger cinnamon rolls on the outside. But I don't have a middle because I, again, didn't plan on doing this. This is a completely unplanned cooking. I might even put one of those in there. The main reason I'm putting something in the middle, you guys, is because when it's rising, I want that thing in the middle to work as a wall for those. I don't want those to go inward. So this thing is gonna, how do I say this? If I had a center of cinnamon rolls, it would be pushing against the ones that are on the outside. But since I don't have enough of the little minis, I'm using this dough in the middle to push back and allow these to rise. Does that make sense? Sorry if it sounds confusing. Okay, I'm gonna let it rise. And then the reason I cover it is because I don't want it to get a dry film on it. or any other bugs that are flying around or anything. You just want to cover it if you want. But I'm going to bring you guys over this way. See the bread? If anybody's wondering why I put it on the stove, it's because my stove has, I have my oven on, I have my fan on, and it's like a vortex of heat. So it's resemblance, or it's makes this kind of feel like it's in a bread warmer, if you will. And these I'm going to stick in the oven right now because I'm fine with the size they are. If I wanted these to go bigger, I would set them out a little longer. But I want to show you these. Let me get a oofa. And it'll probably be about maybe about 3 minutes, because maybe 5 minutes. Okay. All right. You see the bread though? This is the important baby. I can throw it in the oven now if I want. I can let it get higher if I want. You know what I mean? You kind of just play it by what your time is. If you're not doing anything but sitting around watching a movie, set a timer though, please. You can overproof, and then it won't rise at all. It'll just be like a solid little loaf. You don't want to stick it in the oven. Not worth putting that back on. No, I don't want to take it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for those to get. I'm gonna read my comments. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I look really rough, you guys. I'm very. Hold on one second. Ooh. Do you have your phone somewhere? Can I read the comments? Oof. Yeah, I got it. Hey, guys. Oh, I'm gonna read the comments right now. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I didn't get to check any of the comments while I was in there. I know that that's the worst part about when I'm just the only one doing it, is I feel like you guys get neglected, and I really, really, really hate that. So welcome in, everybody. If you guys have any questions, about anything that I just did. Look at Joe's drawing this, and he loves it so much. I'm really not a fan of it, but Joe loves it. Hello, my Pookie. I'm going to be getting a new tattoo in the next couple days. I hope you guys are around for it. I think I'm going to go live maybe at the end of it, because it might be a little bit longer. All right, I'm looking for the thing. Thank you guys for being here. Beep, beep, beep. I'm sure my mods handled all the questions because they're amazing. They're amazing. I know I saw my Betty Dan Boop. I saw my Pookie. Okay. And you know what, you guys? I was gonna do the same dough. I just remembered I didn't have mozzarella, but I was gonna make pizza bites. And same dough, when I take a piece of it off, I'll roll it out or press it out or whatever I want to do. Like instead of, but it would have to be really thin, because like you're gonna make it like this, and you're gonna put pepperoni, whether diced up or in pieces, and then put some mozzarella, put some. I would brush a little bit of butter on the inside of it and put some Italian seasoning, something inside of it, that to go with the mozzarella and the pepperoni pizza. Okay, then I think I made them with you guys about a year or two ago, and we did like football food, and then you pinch the bottom of them like this. You got to make sure you pinch it, because it's gonna keep it closed. And I don't mean like, don't be gentle with it. Like, I mean, pinch it like it's Sunday church and you're like trying to pinch your kid to get them in line. Okay, I mean, you pinch it and then like force it to stay closed like this. And then like you'll kind of roll it in your hand if you'd use them, even for something sweet in them. You can put chocolate chips in them if you want to. We made a calzone. It was a dessert calzone, and we had mixed berries in there, and we had Nutella in there. We did the dough, and Joe actually did that one with like, what's it called, Poochie? The calzone that you made, food, the dough that you set, Gucci. It's called something. You let it sit for a week or 3 days or something. Think of all the pizza crust and you let it sit for 2 or 3 days.
Foolish.
Poolish. So he does the poolish, and then when he does it with the poolish, we can make um did we use that bread? Joe, do we use that same crust for pizza and that? I know that he showed you guys it. Let's just say that. He showed you guys how to make it. But when he made it, it was like we made it for pizza crust, but we made a dessert calzone. And then I swear we did. So then we put Nutella, we spread it out, we put mixed berries in it, and then you close it. Um, the it's not the poolish isn't the finished product, right?
No.
It's like a step.
A starter.
Oh, it's kind of like a starter that I make when I make my starter. It's got like a stickiness consistency. And then he puts it on the counter and he has to add flour, like 00 flour to it. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Joe takes his cooking to a different level. He wants to know the history of it. He wants to know the proper way to make it. He wants to know why it's best to do it like that. And what happens if I don't do it in this step? Like I cook a lot of what I know of my whole life. Joe cooks, like, looks into things. Oh, so if I'm making this, I'm doing this, then I got to make sure I do it like this, because if I don't do this, it's going to result this. So then when he comes live with you guys, he'll say something like, I gotta go. Oh, bye, Betty Damn Boop. Take care, love. I'm praying for you, Mama. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for helping out. You're a blessing. Let me go into the our dogs are on guard. Pookie, you're making me hungry. Oh, well, that's a good thing. Thank you guys for being here, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are an absolute blessing. Take care, Pookie. Take care, Betty Damn Boop. Oh, you guys. Oh, hey, Kathy B. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, Mama. And you know what, you guys? I used to, let me tell you this. For me, this is what feels like growth. My mom makes, or let me say this. My mom makes stromboli, but she's the one who's always done frozen loaves of bread. And then she's like, just buy these and you can make your own loaves of bread. You can make your own dinner rolls. And I did that literally for my whole kid's childhood. Like I would make stromboli to take to the football games when we're tailgating or when my son's wrestling. Like I never did the step of make it. And I'm telling you, just being on, like in the last 3 years, I got on YouTube, and then I believe it or not, I didn't know that this was on YouTube. So then I started kind of going like, okay, well, you know how our phones listen to us. Oh, like me and Joe were talking about something that we never even looked up. We were just mentioning it. And I'll be doggone if it wasn't in my scroll. Okay. I think I said something like making bread or something. And then, hey, Squishy. So I ended up trying one recipe because they made it look so easy. And then I got hooked because I go, are you kidding? The hardest part in my brain was I had to do this. I had to see it as I make my yeast mixture and like almost like a wet and dry, because that's how I was used to baking. Put your wet mixtures with your dry mixtures. So I'm like, okay, any sweetener, it can be honey, agave, it can be sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, with your hot water and your yeast. That's my wet ingredients. Mix it up, let it grow. Then I got my dry stuff, which is flour and salt. If I don't have to put salt. I don't need the salt to activate it the way I usually do when I'm using baking powder. You know what I mean? So for me, it like opened up a door that I'm like, I'm gonna start making bread things. And I was like, oh my God, Joe, look. And I was shocked the first time I made my first loaf of bread. So then I started getting a little ballsy, if you will. And I'm like, let me try this starter thing that they talk about. It's a lot harder. It's a lot harder. It's it's like giving birth. Like it's hard. And I was like, it's hard. It's hard. There's no way in the world that somebody can tell me making bread sourdough from starter, not just sourdough, not born. Somebody used their sourdough starter. I mean, I'm getting my stuff out, you guys. All right, I'm gonna stick my loafy in. Here's it going in. Could go a little higher. I would normally probably wait another 15 minutes, but I want to get it started in there. And my oven's on 375. But look at this, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm so hot right now. I look really bad. Okay, these just came out, but look at how much these already grew. See how they're all the way at the top? Yep, and we're gonna put, look at, what? Okay, we're letting those still warm. So I'm gonna put cinnamon butter on my little, oh wait, you guys can't see nothing, and I want you guys to see this. Hello, can you guys see? I don't know how they do it at Domino's. I just know I'm not paying $8.99 for cinnamon. I'm not, again, you guys, I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, or I'd be putting cinnamon and sugar. I have brown sugar, cinnamon, and cinnamon. Cinnamon, brown sugar, and butter, I'm sorry. If you guys like cinnamon sugar, make a mixture of it. Do a half a teaspoon of sugar and do like a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. I just don't like it. So that's why, for me, I wanted something sweet, and then I thought, let me go make something. And then I thought, oh my gosh, let me go live with my people. That's pretty much how my brain processed this afternoon. Again, if you like cinnamon and sugar, go heavy on the cinnamon. Joe goes, you tell everybody you don't like cinnamon, but every time when we travel, you stop and you go into the truck stop to the Cinnabon thing. I said, Joe, I don't like cinnamon and sugar, so stop saying I do. He goes, it sure looks like you do because you're pretty excited. Joe likes to make me out to be something I'm not. Okay, I'm going to put icing only because I need icing for my cinnamon rolls that are going to come out, those. So I might as well make my icing. Again, you guys, this is just yeast, brown sugar, or any sweetener, white sugar. And you can even try it out with the little packets of yeast instead of buying a container of yeast. Buy the little packet, it's $1.19. Take it home, add that. You just got to know that you're buying the one that goes with like rapid or instant yeast. You know what I mean? Try it out first. Don't like feel like you buy a. I bought a container because I was like, I'm going all in. You guys, I'm not even lying, I did. I'm like, I'm doing this thing. Okay, so there's cinnamon and sugar. Yes, I could put more cinnamon and sugar, but y'all know why I'm not. Ugh. Just powdered sugar. And I want to use that, actually. I don't know if it'll be. Will it be okay? Hold up, y'all. Everybody sit still. I've got a little thought process that's going in my head. Because why not? Don't they look good, you guys? Oh, that's hot. Stop it, they look good. Thank you guys for whoever came in, for popping in, for hanging out, for doing this thing with us. I have a little bit of butter in it. I scraped most of it out only because I've never done this before, so I'm a little nervous. But I thought, you know what? You got some goods in there. I'm going to use you. I need my little mini spatula. What's up, Jay? What are you doing? Still drawing now? How long are you doing water droplets for? Till it looks real? You're so dumb, babe. It doesn't look good. Just kidding. It looks amazing though. Okay, so I've got it a little wet because of the butter that was in this bowl, but because I want to use it and make it more than just an icing. And you guys know I hate wasting stuff, so I melted the butter that was left in here. That's what's absorbed, and I'm going to add a little bit of cream. Be cautious with your milk because one drop it and all of a sudden you're having to find more powdered sugar. I saw this lady who made her, and sure, like, she just poured in the icing, I mean, the water, the milk, like it was like insanity. So let me show you. And you're just going to smooth it out, add a little vanilla. So it's going to be brown anyways because of the vanilla. I actually, when I make my pumpkin roll, I sift my brown sugar for my frosting, for my icing. Just takes a little bit more work, but right now I'm not in the mood to sift, or I probably would have. Just because once it's been in there, see where it gets a little bit of balls, like little balls on it? You guys, my cinnamon rolls are looking ridiculous. Don't get excited. Joe's going to say, I know what he's going to say. For someone who doesn't like cinnamon, you got cinnamon nuts, cinnamon rolls. Yeah, Joe, but I'm just showing them. I'm not eating it. Okay, you can do it one of two ways, guys. Hold on. You can do it one of two ways. Dip it, like I do it, like a donut, or I can just get it and then just pour it on the top of it. And let me tell you, I made 4 of them, you guys. Like, if I make more, I'm going to be the one eating them. So I don't make more. Because Joe eats chips. He doesn't eat desserts. So I don't, I make them for you people. You are my reason. Just kidding, you guys. All right, mi amore, espérate un momento. Why? Because I'm extra. That's why. I'm not going to let all that icing go to waste. Say what you will. I call me smart. Ta-da! You guys, stop it. Let's think. Everybody get your forks. It's in their emoji section. If you're a member, you guys got different forks. But everybody get your forks. Let's go. Yay! Joe, do you want to try one or not? It's a little cinnamon knot. Come on. Huh? All right, bring that booty over here. Shake that. Oh, sorry. I was going back to my clubbing days. I was going to start saying it. Shake that. But then I remembered. Come on, we're waiting. You guys, sorry about that. I didn't mean to ruin your guys' ears with shake that. Okay, ready? Let's go. Look at this. What? Who made it? I know, look at those. Bruh. Shut the front. No. What? I know it.
Oh my lord.
Yes, baby, let's do it. Okay.
All right.
I gotta clean this up. Okay, please do not clip that when I get that excited over food. But I am excited, so shut the hell up. Let's go. Tink.
Tink. Ah.
I don't know what I said. Tink.
There we go.
That's not good at all.
Very good.
Buttery. Good idea to do it in the butter one. Mmm. Mm-mm. Do not come to us for your health advice. Mmm. I lived in the South.
Run away.
For 5 years. I learned one thing. We don't mess around when it comes to butter. This is going in the oven next. What? Because it can. Even the middle one got big old. What? Shut up. Mmm. All right, I gotta put my timer on because my loaf of bread's in there. I want you guys to see the bread. Okay. I'm sorry I'm all sweaty, but I'm really hot. Let's go back and sit down with you guys. We got 10 minutes. You guys will be gone, okay? Give me 10 more minutes, and we'll have the loaf of bread out. I want, this is what I told Joe. I want you guys to know that you don't have to go and do it. Like, if you want a cinnamon roll, you can just go in the kitchen and make it. If you want a burrito, you can go in the kitchen and make it. If you want a taco, a tostada, if you want Mexican rice, go make it. Don't depend on the restaurant to be open. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give you guys the knowledge of it's at your fingertips, and you just choose to not. You just choose to go down the street, not because you have to and you don't know how, but because you're taking a day off and you just want to hang around the house. Not like, oh my God, I felt like me. I love Asian food, but I want Joe to make more than chicken broccoli and General Tso. I want to taste like lo mein and more things. That's why we have my daughter-in-law. Just kidding. Come on, you guys. Hold on. My daughter-in-law is Asian. That's not why we got her. But she does play a big part in my pho. We have pho like once a week. She makes pho all the time. Her babe, she makes egg rolls, pho, crabby rangoons, papaya salad. She goes off. And it's like so grateful. I'm so grateful. Okay. So now, anybody late coming in, this is what you need. Your rapid yeast, a sweetener, and hot water. Do it all in a quarter cup. Okay? Quarter cup of hot water. Brown sugar, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, do what you want. Okay? I knew I was making something sweet with my dough because I knew I was going to do cinnamon rolls. The loaf of bread was all, it stumbled on. I was like, oh, I might as well make a loaf of bread. So I did a teaspoon of brown sugar. Do a teaspoon of honey. If you'd rather have honey, you need a sweetener though, okay? It's gonna be like right here, sitting here, and you're watching it bubble up. And as soon as it foams up, if it doesn't foam up, your water was either not hot enough or too hot. And you gotta start over and go back to your little cup of your yeast mixture, okay? Then you get a bowl this big and put whatever. If you only have this much flour in the bottom of your bag, use just that much. You can put a lesser amount of your yeast mixture. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, there's a recipe for 2 cups or for 4 cups or for 6 cups or for whatever the heck it is. But if all you have is a cup and a half of flour, then make what you have and just put a little bit of your yeast mixture. Then, like, you don't want to put all of it because you need to put a little bit of milk in it if you plan to do like a cinnamon rolls or something like that. But if you're gonna do it just for a loaf of bread, you can do just water, that yeast mixture, and then just get like your spatula and move it around a little bit. Put a thing over the top and let it rise for about 40 minutes. Okay, then come back after 40 minutes, grab your hand and punch it. You have to hit it. If you don't hit it, it's not releasing the gases it needs to release. And you need it to release those to have the best potential bread. Trust me, I looked up, like, why do we punch our bread? Yes, I guess I'm just like Joe now that I think of it. If I described what you do, and I literally just said, yes, I looked it up. Yes, you have to punch your bread. It affects the texture and it affects the flavor of your bread and the glucans of it, okay? It makes a difference. So just do it. Punch it just once and you'll see the thing go. Then you
grab it, pull it out, throw some flour on your counter, lay it out. Get your rolling pin or just your hands. Sometimes I just do my hands and I press down to flatten it out. Make it look like it's a 9 by, make it a square, a rectangle. It's rectangular shape. Spread your bowl. You have your butter, your cinnamon and butter. That's all you want. Cinnamon, sugar. You don't have to put a whole tablespoon of brown sugar. I mean, a whole tablespoon of cinnamon if that's what you want. I don't want that, but you can have that. Mix it up or spread your butter, then sprinkle cinnamon, and then sprinkle brown sugar. Do whatever you want. I do mine in a bowl beforehand because I saw more people doing it like that, and I thought, I wonder if that's easier. It's easier. It's easier. Just for me, it's only one stroke I go across. I don't have to do it butter, brown sugar, cinnamon. I do it one time. Okay. Then make up your mind if you're going to roll it up, which works fine. To me, I like being able to cut mine because I can then tighten each one. I like being able to tighten each cinnamon roll. Okay. Then figure out what what pan you're going to cook it in. When you know what pan you're going to cook it in, then you decide how big you're going to cut them. Because if you, like my cast irons are shallow. If you're going to do a thicker one, then make them wider. And do 3 in a row, do 3 circle. Remember, they got to touch each other so that they can grow up. It helps anyway. What else? Leave them there. Put saran wrap. Spray your saran wrap or get your bonnet. Let it sit for another 30 minutes after you put them in there so they can do a second rise. Is it necessary? I've done it before when I was in a hurry and I just threw them in the oven. But it does take away the potential rise. You could have ones that are overflowing or just straight up. Okay, so do what you want. I've made them at 2 in the morning before and I wanted something sweet and I'm doing them right now. All right, let me get them out. My breads, I can smell my bread. Now, as far as bread is concerned, bread you should wait, ideally, to let all the glucans close back up and all that, so they say. Have I cut into warm bread? Hell yeah. Does it matter? Nope. Because I'm not selling it. I don't need it to be at the best potential. I just know that I like warm bread, hot out of the oven. And it's going to do nothing for me to wait 30 minutes. I mean, that's the whole reason I make bread, is so I can eat it warm. I mean, it tastes good room temperature the next day, but nothing like warm bread right out of the damn oven. I love it. It's worth every effort you put into it. Your husband's going to come home, your partner's going to come home, your kids are going to come home, and they're going to smell fresh bread that you literally took maybe 45 minutes to an hour to make. I mean, made in bread bites, and you didn't have to go to get it from Domino's. While you're waiting for your pizza to get delivered, you can be making your desserts. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, I got to make my icing one last time for the cinnamon rolls that are going to come out. So, I can hang out with you guys, or if you guys want to mosey, I can end the stream and I'll just do it myself. But I just wanted to give you guys the option if you guys want to hang out. All right. Nobody say anything? Do you guys want to go? Do you want me to end it? Thank you guys for being here. All right. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. I'll post a picture of, well, what's left of these, because we ate almost all of them. But I'll post a picture of it. You want to hang out? All right, then. Okay. Pookie, you answered for the crew. All right, let's roll. But I am going to show you. My friend Mona Lisa sent me this to use with my, what's it called? My sourdough, when I started baking sourdough. But I just wanted to show you the difference of, see how it's got balls in it? It's a strainer, it's a sifter. When I do my pumpkin roll, I sift my powdered sugar because I like it to be smooth inside of it. And I'm going to show you the balls that come from it. Is it necessary? No. does it more for, oh, in my pumpkin roll, I think it's worth it because you can actually taste the smoothness of the icing in my pumpkin roll. But I mean, see what it looks like, powdery light, and this got little balls that go through it. I know I need another one, but this is what I got, and I'm grateful she gave it to me, and I'll buy a new one when I can. I know there's some that do it like big, but this was a gift, and I'm grateful. But I do it on a parchment paper, or because it goes on the what's it called, you guys? When I make my pumpkin roll, I have to do it on a cheesecloth or like a linen towel, and it's the first layer that it's the first layer when you flip out your sponge cake onto when you make a pumpkin roll. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, some of you guys may not even have an idea. Basically, I do that to my pumpkin roll. It's a little bit easier because then you can just looks like snow. I hope you guys had a great Monday. I know it's Monday. Nobody's excited about those. My daughter has students that she has stuff that she's got to do, and she's like, tell me that, like, she was running through her lesson plan with me for her kids. She's like, I'm so tired of singing the same song because to teach the kids the song, she has to say it over and over and over again. I said, you're going to have that song memorized in your sleep. Okay, so let's say that's done. And then I'm going to get this, and I'm going to put it right, if my parchment paper will cooperate. See, the powdered sugar is a little bit different in consistency. It's a little bit more light and airy. Okay, so if it's something your recipe you're making says sifted powdered sugar, that was sifted, what I just did. Baby ones. We did knots, a loaf of bread, and the baby knots. Here's my little cup. Baby, you're gonna have a whole mess to clean. I'll help you though. If you want your powdered sugar to stay white, you'll have to remember to buy clear vanilla. Otherwise, your vanilla will have a tint of brown in it. Just be advised. You'll want to wait about um you'll want to wait about 2 or 3 minutes so that way your icing stays on your cinnamon rolls because it will melt quickly. So, and if you plan to use it like icing, you'll want it, cooled off so that otherwise it'll go in I put it on right when it comes out of the oven, and then I make enough so that I can put it on after that so that it can go in every nook and cranny, but also be like coated on top, like a whole thick layer. I know, you guys, I don't do anything healthy here, and I'm sorry. And then, like I said, I'm not putting vanilla in it. I'm okay with the way it tastes. I'm okay with everything that it's. Now, if I were to put this in there, I know I showed you guys how to sift it. I can just put this in there and then I'll just have to smash them. Does that make sense? Those are all the balls that it sifted out. Normally, you either, I don't like dumping stuff. You can smash them and then use them, but I'll probably just put it in there and then I'll just blend it. I very rarely dump stuff, you guys. I hate wasting money. There's people that wait and need money, and I'm not gonna. That's just me, though. And then they're gone. You know what I mean? It does take a minute or two. Thank you guys for coming in. Look at how. And then some people want to be able to spread it on like frosting. That's when I use my powdered sugar in that. When I'm going to make that kind, I'll put powdered sugar. I'm just going to do it because it's taking too long. I want to put it on there and mosey. All right, that looks good enough for me. All right, here we go. I think I might. Let's see. This is just cinnamon butter that I had done my little bread knots on. And I don't want the one in the middle to have icing without another flavor because it's going to be weird to just have bread that's sweet. All right, y'all. I don't think I want that on my stove, so I'm going to move it back a little bit. It's easier to clean up my counter than my stove. Can you guys see? No, even. Sorry, guys. All right, y'all. That's it. Never guess what I dropped. All right, that's all she wrote, y'all. That is a day. Actually, an hour of bake time. Cinnamon rolls, I could have made them bigger. I wanted to make them small. Knots and a loaf of bread. Have a blessed day, you guys. Sorry, I'm very, very hot. 64 minutes, so a little over an hour, and I can either have a slice of bread or I can have a cinnamon roll. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all my mods. Dang, girl, really? Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Pookie. Good for you, girl. Good for you. So proud of you. That's amazing. I know. Y'all, but y'all know how to do it now, so y'all can make it too. Hit the thumbs up on your way out if you guys could. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am beyond blessed that you guys came in. I truly appreciate you guys stopping in, even to stay for a minute. And I appreciate all my replays, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you to my mods. I truly appreciate your work. I know it doesn't go unnoticed. Please know it doesn't go unnoticed for us anyways. Bye, guys.